I'm Grayson Perry. I'm an artist, and I have an exhibition on here at the Holburne Museum in Bath of my early work, and it's called Grayson Perry, The Pre-Therapy Years, which is a very good title because it says exactly what is happening here. This is work from 1981 to 1994, before I had psychotherapy and worked myself out.
So I'm Chris Stevens, I'm director of the Holburne Museum, and we're showing Grayson Perry here as part of a campaign really to make the Holburne Museum a more contemporary place, both in terms of what we show and the feel and voice of the museum.
The idea that creativity pops into your head fully formed and completely original is a complete myth. But it's always a process of osmosis and negotiation and compromise and influence, and you find your own voice by banging away at it for decades. It's very, very rare to be this completely original voice. You know, there's not one way to be creative. It's like you copy what you like.
So this has really been a very exciting project to work on. I mean, Grayson Perry is one of those names that he's a household name, he's a national treasure, and we really hope that this is going to bring in a whole number of new visitors, as well as be something that our existing visitors enjoy.
How I operate as an artist, I go to a museum, I see something I like, and I think, I'm going to do my version of that. I'm a great cultural appropriator, that's what I am. I've ripped off most of the world's major cultures on the way to my success.
I mean, you know, Grayson's one of the major artistic figures of the moment. But I think what's interesting about this work is that it goes back to those early years when he was first starting out. I mean, some of the works on the show from his art school years, developing a practice, finding a voice. And I think you can see in this work someone coming from a very troubled background, working out their own psychology, their own identity. Grayson has a particularly kind of complex sort of gender identity as a transvestite. So you see in the works a lot of anger, but along with the sort of humour that you associate with his more recent work. But it is a young man finding a voice and exploring his own self, if you like, in the context of a wider world.
I was quite moved really with that sudden sort of full-on encounter with my earlier self. I look at it now with the sort of clarity of being an older person. But at the time I didn't know where I was going. I was making pottery in evening classes. You know, and the only reason I did them in evening classes is because they used to charge you by the pound. They used to literally, you at the end of the class, you get the finished work and put it on the scales, and it would be 20 pence a pound. That's how much it cost to make. I made a lot of work in those days.